Welcome to the overview of Reveal Review's 10.3 release. In this video, we're going to highlight the key product enhancements, discuss several quality of life updates to the platform, and review a list of the bug fixes included in this release. We'll also provide a brief demonstration of some of these key new features within the review interface. One of the most significant enhancements in this release has to do with Reveal's slipsheeting options for document productions. If you look at the bottom of this slide, there is a screenshot depicting how you can now create rules or conditions to identify which documents to slipsheet. Prior to this release, slipsheeting rules were primarily based on a tag. Now you have the ability to create slipsheeting conditions based on folders, saved searches, file extensions, and privilege designation. You can also choose the order in which the conditions are applied, with the caveat that the last condition must continue to be failed to generate. You can now include tags and fields in your conditions, where tags will be indicated by a salmon color, whereas fields will be represented in a green color. The custom slipsheet conditions you create for document productions can be stored as a template and reused across projects within Reveal. You can also customize fonts for each set of conditions. We've also added an additional production feature that gives you the ability to copy your image stamping settings from the included document population to your excluded document population. In addition to enhancing Reveal's slipsheeting functionality, we've also implemented several enhancements related to managing review batches. You now have the ability to filter your batches by the status completed. This new filter will make it easier for you to identify completed batches or exclude them from view within the Manage Batches window. For those of you that manipulate field values in Reveal Review, you can now use a new bulk copy feature to copy data from one field to another. For anyone who's currently using our SaaS platform, we have a new feature that allows you to generate a link to download exported documents. You can then easily share this link with your counterparts, which enables them to download the native files directly from the platform. From a quality of life standpoint, we mentioned previously that we have a new Templates tab within the Project Administration section of Reveal. Our plan is to continue to add new template features within this new tab in future releases. We have also increased the maximum number of team documents that are supported for a project. We've improved our handling of truncated text when importing data into the Review Manager. Finally, we've made some updates to our job display, allowing you to now view the user who submitted a job. Regarding bug fixes, there were several issues associated with the Review Manager that have been addressed. Starting with user permissions, we've had some requests for a lockdown site. Given that requirement, Reveal will now copy data from the project folder to the platform's S3 storage using a services account rather than a local user account. We've also resolved an issue where the number of document folders were not always updating appropriately. Another issue that has been resolved is related to users updating multiple field names simultaneously, and then selecting No, that No selection was not being applied. There was also an issue resolved related to conflicting permissions, where users had access to manage work folders and searches, but not access to work folders and searches security. We've resolved another issue where highlight colors were not always corresponding to the list they were provided. There was also an issue resolved related to saving updates to fields using the Tag Tree option. We resolved the window overlapped issue that occurred when adding optional text email documents that made it difficult to interact with. We addressed multiple items related to imaging documents, where errors would occur from page rotation, redactions, and image not found messages. Finally, we improved our handling of the is not empty metadata filtering, as well as various enhancements to the dark mode color scheme. We'll now spend a few minutes demonstrating some of the key enhancements from this release. This new feature allows you to copy the contents of one field to another. For example, I can click on Tag and then select Fields. I'll choose which field in the list I want to copy data to. Next, I need to select the Copy Field option and then click on Add Variable. A pop-up window will then display with a list of all the available fields within the project. I can then select which field I want to copy data from. I have the option to search for fields by name at the top of the pop-up window. Once I select the appropriate field from the list, I can click Save. I can now see the bulk copy rule I have set up here in the interface. To execute the bulk copy function, I will select Tag at the bottom of the window. Reveal will then copy the contents of the exported file extension field to my selected Custom 1 field. If you wanted to copy dates from one date field to another, Reveal will only display date fields in the available list of fields to copy data from. Moving on to the next feature related to managing batches within assignments. Here you can see that we've added this new completed filter to the batch status drop-down menu. This new option allows you to filter on any document review batch that has a completed status. The last 10.3 feature will demonstrate are the new conditions or rules that you can create to slipsheet files for a document production. Here within the Production menu, I'll click on Production Jobs. Next, I'll click on Add to add a new production job, and then click on the Slipsheet tab within the Production Jobs window. What I can do now is review the current conditions and either edit those conditions or add new slipsheet conditions within this tab. For example, here is a condition related to Excel files based on a file extension. I can click here to edit this part of the condition. I could add other file extensions, such as PDFs, PNGs, or PowerPoints. And now those additional extensions are going to be added to my existing condition. I could then update the text to display part of the condition by changing the field to something else, such as the document's email folder path. I could update the text that displays in front of the field to something like Document Found In. You can see how easy it is to customize these slipsheet conditions. As we mentioned earlier in the video, items displayed in green color are metadata fields and items displayed in a salmon color are tags. This concludes the demonstration of the key features within this release. For a complete list of items included in the Reveal 10.3 release, please refer to our release notes, which can be found in our new online documentation portal at help.revealdata.com.